attendees in, and then we can go through this. Okay.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so we're live now.
Okay, good evening, everybody. I want to welcome you to the July 20th, 2021 Planning Commission meeting. And let's start with, let me take a look at our agenda just to make sure I'm on track here. Let's start with call to order. Well, that was call to order. Pledge of Allegiance, I guess, is next. And I'm going to suggest something a little different. It's been pretty challenging to do it over Zoom with everybody speaking. So I'm going to suggest that maybe we have somebody lead it and speak, and then everybody else can just internally say it to themselves, and we'll see how that works. So maybe Commissioner Seifert, you want to lead us in the pledge?
Yes, I will. Place your right hand over your heart and please repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, can we get a roll call, please?
Commissioner Hernandez,
Here.
Commissioner Lopez,
Here.
Commissioner Seifert,
Here.
Chair Dickerson is absent, Co-Chair Blanco.
Here.
Or Vice Chair.
Okay, let's move on to, before we begin, let me read just a few items from our standard verbiage for these meetings. So information for our meeting, this is a regular Planning Commission meeting. Comments should have been submitted to the city planning staff via email by 12 p.m. this afternoon. If you wish to comment on an agenda item, please use the raise hand icon or Zoom platform, on the Zoom platform. Once you recognize, you will then be unmuted and allowed to comment on the business at hand and in the order received. Please keep your comments to a maximum of 3 minutes or as otherwise directed by the chair. If you are calling in and wish to be acknowledged and make a comment, please dial *9 and identify yourself when unmuted. For commissioners, the online platform that we've been using for a little while, please use the raise hand feature to be acknowledged. During the project presentation, please hold all questions until staff presentation is completed. And then afterwards, use the raise hand feature and wait to be acknowledged for any questions. So with that, let's move over to next item, which would be public comment. So public comment is for items that are not on the agenda. And so does anybody from the public wish to make a comment? Please use the raise hand button or *9 if you are on the phone.
So Vice Chair Blanco, I don't see any hands raised. So it doesn't look like we have any public comment. We do have the approval of the minutes, though.
Oh,
We need to do that.
you are correct. I skipped that.
Thank you.
Well, we're a little out of order here, but that's okay. So no public comment. So let's move on to approval of minutes. So approval of minutes from, we got two meetings here, the May 5th, 2021 meeting, as well as the June 2nd, 2021 meeting minutes. Are there any comments or corrections on the minutes? Otherwise, I'll entertain a motion.
I move to accept the minutes as read.
A second.
Approval has been motion has been made by Commissioner Seifert and a second by Commissioner Hernandez to approve the meeting minutes of May 5th and June 2nd, 2021. Can we get a roll call, please?
Commissioner Seifert,
Aye.
Commissioner Hernandez, Aye. Commissioner Lopez, Chair Blanco.
Aye. Motion carries. Okay. All right, so we've completed the public comment period, and we've got now public hearing items. I believe that we do have some conflicts of interest for this item. I myself do have a conflict of interest on this particular item. And I believe potentially Commissioner Hernandez, and I don't know if she wants to clarify that.
Yes, I also have a conflict of interest.
Okay, so with that, we will not have a quorum to be able to hear this item today. With that, it sounds like we'll need to entertain a continuance. And speaking to Dana earlier, a continuance would be on to the August 4th meeting date, public hearing date. And as I understand it, the applicant is aware of that and has accepted is open to that date. So with that, I would entertain any discussion or motion to continue this item to August 4th.
I move that we can, Commissioner Lopez has his hand up. Oh, okay.
That's fine, please, I'll second.
Okay, so it sounds like we have a motion by Commissioner Hernandez and a second by Commissioner Lopez. Can we get a roll call, please?
Commissioner Hernandez,
Aye.
Commissioner Lopez,
Aye.
Commissioner Seifert,
Aye.
Chair Blanco.
Aye. Okay, motion carries. Item continued to August 4th. That is it for the public hearing items. Let's move on to other business, oral reports from Planning Commission and staff. Any items to report from the Planning Commission?
None for me.
A pretty quiet group. Usually Commissioner Seifert has something.
I did, but they fixed it.
Oh, good.
I'm all good. Thank you.
Okay, great. Commissioner Lopez, anything?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I have no items to report either. So with that, let's go to staff and see what they have.
Thank you, Commissioners. This is Dana Eady. And so tomorrow, our study session has been canceled, so we do not have study session on July 22nd. So our next hearing is going to be August 4th. And we've got 3 items right now on that agenda. The Donati Ranch project is scheduled. It's the specific plan amendment, plan development permit, and tract map. Then there's a amendment for a time extension that we'll have on the consent agenda, and then we'll have the Centennial Square Apartments project that we just continued to that date. And at this point, we are looking at, unless something changes, coming back into chambers on September 1st. But we're monitoring that at this point, just seeing how things are going. And so I'll keep you up to date on that. But for now, we are looking at September 1st. Thank you.
Dana, do we have a study session on the 5th, on August 5th?
No, we do not. I think at this point, our next study session is going to be August 19th.
Okay. And just to verify, do we have a hearing that week scheduled already? The 18th, I guess?
Right now, we have the hearing. The hearing's there. We don't have any items on it yet. There may be one that comes up, so I don't want to cancel it just yet.
Okay.
But I'll know more. I need to check with staff and again and see if there's any items before I cancel it.
Yeah. Okay. Commissioner Seifert, go ahead.
Oh, you're
You're on mute.
Thank you, Chair. I just want to let you know that I will be having to recuse myself from the Donati project. They are one of our clients, so I have a financial relationship with them. Thank you.
And I will also have to recuse myself from Donati because they are clients of Alex Seamus.
Okay. All right. Okay. Dana, anything else we should know about?
That's all for the staff update, but thank you.
Okay. Do we, maybe a question, I think we had a few discussions a little while ago about, I think, Tom, you had brought up the setback issue, garages and stuff. I don't know if we thought about maybe scheduling a discussion. I thought we were going to bring it up at a study session as an item. I'm not sure, but is that something we're still looking into? Tom, or you brought that one up? So.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think, I know staff's pretty slammed with projects and things like that. So I think Dana is going to look for a date that maybe gives you a little bit more breathing room before we tackle that. But yeah, it was supposed to go to a study session, Dana?
Yeah, so that one is, like we spoke about, it's something that I'm looking into for a future date. We're going to be doing, as part of our general plan update, there's going to also be most likely some zoning code changes as well. And so I wanted to continue working through the general plan update to get an idea of what types of changes could occur. And there's also some research that we need to do on the setback question that Commissioner Lopez has brought up, because it affects a lot of specific plans as well. And so I wanted to do some research on our specific plans and then also look at other communities to see what they're doing with setbacks, and then bring a presentation to you that has information on, other jurisdictions and a comparison. It sounded like that was going to be helpful to you to know that. Just to give you an idea of what it would take to make changes like that, because it's in the code, but it also affects specific plan areas as well. So it would be kind of a big change that would affect many different areas in our municipal code and in our adopted plans.
Sounds like maybe just a good understanding of our setback requirements and sort of the background and where there could be some flexibility in the future or where things are going. I mean, maybe just a general understanding for all of our, understanding of it might be helpful. Garages was the thing that Tom brought up, but maybe just understanding setbacks in general would be good.
Yes, absolutely. So I'll look for a study session date that we can do that. And also some good news, we were able to hire a planning intern, and we're also looking at hiring a senior planner fairly soon. So we're going to have some additional staff to work on projects and these types of items as well. So that's really good news for us.
That's great. Okay. And then I know, Commissioner Dickerson always, it brings up the Caltrans item. So I think, I think we would probably want to keep that on our radar as far as, we've talked about in the past right away and some of the issues with Main and Broadway. So just to keep on our radar, I guess. Okay, well, if there is nothing else, then I think we can adjourn, and that would be at, according to my computer clock, 6:49, but according to another clock, 6:43. So thank you very much, everybody. We're adjourned.
Thank you very much.
Have a good evening.
Hey, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Bye.